Everybody ready? Okay. What do you think of when you think of pizza? Some words that may come to mind are yummy, delicious, a good late night snack that can be both greasy, cheesy, and probably not the best for your waistline. Well, what if you could have a pizza that is both healthy and delicious? Today I'm going to show you how to make a pizza that is those things. The first step when making a pizza is to, of course, wash your hands. Whenever you're working with food that's either yours or somebody else's, you always want to wash your hands to make sure that any of the bacteria or gross germs that are on your hands don't get in your food. Next, you want to gather your materials. You need a screen, which is this thing, which is what you're going to build your pizza on and cook in the oven, a dough daughter, which we're going to talk about later, and a slicer to slice your pizza. You're also going to need a pizza peel, which is what you use to take your pizza in and out of the oven, and a tray to put your pizza on afterwards, and of course your ingredients. The first step is to prep your dough. I'm using a 23-ounce dough ball, which is going to be equivalent to an 18-inch diameter pizza or an extra large pizza. The first step in prepping your dough is to coat it in a mixture that is equal flour and cornmeal. This will create a nice texture on the outside that's easy to work with and pliable. The next step is to run it through the roller. This will pop any air bubbles and flatten it to make it easier so you can stretch it. The next part is actually stretching your dough. You want to use the fists of your hands like this, and you want to go in a circular motion around the outside of the dough. You want to always keep it moving because if you stop and you hold it for too long, your fist will go through and then you have a big giant hole in your dough. After your dough is stretched, you want to place it on the screen. Now it's smart to coat the screen with a little bit of olive oil just to ensure that it doesn't stick when it's in the oven. After your dough is on the screen, you're almost ready to start putting your toppings on. But you first want to make sure that you dot the dough with a dough daughter. This will pop any extra air bubbles that got caught in the dough and will prevent it from rising when it's cooking in the oven. You also want to coat the outside with a little bit of olive oil just to create that nice, good, crunchy, golden brown color. After that, you want to add your sauce. I'm using an organic, low-salt sauce, which is healthy for you, and an organic, low-fat mozzarella cheese. That creates the base of the pizza. Now comes the fun part, is to add your toppings. You can add anything you could possibly want, whether it be like meat, more vegetables, you want it spicy, anything your heart desires. I'm making what my work calls a California pizza, which is all vegetables. So we have tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, bell peppers, zucchini, and black olives. Now again, you can include, exclude anything you want. Just make sure it's all healthy, fresh, and organic. After that, you want to place it in the oven. Now it's smart to place it in the middle of the oven just to ensure that it gets evenly cooked all throughout so you don't have one side that's a little overcooked than the other side. After about 4 minutes in the oven, you're ready to take it off the screen. Now it's not fully cooked, but it's cooked enough so that it can stay on the hot coals without it sticking to the bottom of the oven. So once you do that, you want to place it in the middle of the oven again. After about 2 minutes, it's ready, it's done. You can tell it's done because the outside of the edges here are a nice golden brown color, the cheese is all melted, and the vegetables are cooked all the way through. After it's out of the oven, you want to take your slicer and cut it into 8 equal slices, put it on a tray, and serve, and you're ready to serve. Now, if you follow these easy steps, you can make a pizza that is both easy, delicious, and good for both your waistline and your health. Thank you.